Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Bino Waters of Rochester Adams Baseball. How's it going?
Yeah, everything's good. How are you?
Doing good. So, just how's the year going so far for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're an up and down team so far. We've had a couple wins here and there, but I think we bet just been throwing the ball around a little bit, not stringing together hits, but I think that'll come together as the season goes on. So
Yeah. So going into this year, just can you believe that it is your senior season?
yeah, it's went by really fast. Thinking back to when I was a freshman, it all just kind of flew by.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you're primarily a first baseman. You know you play some outfield, but how have you what are some things that you worked on this year to get ready and to be a better first baseman heading into the season?
Yeah, I think just a lot of drill work in the off season, working scoops off the machine, getting good reads from good infielders that come and work out of the facility that I work out of, just seeing live arms, a lot of fungo work, things like that, just to make sure I'm prepared.
Yeah. Okay, so thinking back, like your freshman season, of course, that was the COVID year, and you got called up and got to play with the varsity guys, and you got to play with some pretty cool people, who are doing some big things in college. What was that like to be around so good experience at such a young age?
Yeah, I think looking back at it, I think that's when I learned the most. Playing with the older guys, kind of taught me a lot of things. I didn't really know what to expect going into that season, with COVID happening and things like that. Didn't wasn't sure if we were going to play or not. But learning from guys like Parker and Tate, who are at Alabama now, Buck Snabs, who's at Saginaw, they all taught me a lot at a young age, kind of took me under their wing and showed me what it was like to be on varsity. So,
Yeah. And of course you're kind of doing that for yourself because you come from a family of athletes, of course. I know your two younger brothers are doing some big things right now too. What's that like to kind of just set an example for them as they're kind of making names for themselves a little bit?
yeah, I think just being a role model for them is something special to me. Kind of making sure that they have someone to look up to. Obviously, Rhino is the varsity quarterback. He was as a sophomore last year, did some good things for them. Got a little publicity there, kind of got his name out there. And then Flip, my younger brother, is doing big things on the baseball field as well. He's just a good all around athlete. So just kind of having those guys to train with has obviously made me better over the years.
Okay, so you're Bino, there's Rhino, there's Flip. How'd you guys get how'd the names kind of come?
Yeah, funny story. My dad, when I was younger, my dad would always say B, and then I do something wrong, and he'd say no. So we kind of put that together, and it just became Bino. And then I think Rhino, they just wanted something like Bino, and the R just kind of clicked with Bino and just became Rhino. And then Flip was just kind of a crazy kid and always flip out when he was younger, so he got the name Flip. So
So that's actually really cool.
yeah, it's a cool story.
Yeah, it really is. What is your actual name, just out of curiosity?
Brenson.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, okay. So, I know the three of you have been a part of a lot of big moments in history. I know you guys all play baseball. I believe you all play football. I'm not sure.
yeah.
So,
I played football my junior year, but I didn't play my senior year. So
okay.
but we all did. Yeah.
What was that like to just kind of, I know different age groups, you're a senior, you're really, Rhino's a sophomore, and then Flip's an eighth grader. But what's it like to just kind of, to see like you guys all playing the same thing and just really excelling?
Yeah, I think all of us, or we all kind of learn from each other, obviously, but being on the same field as my brothers is something that I've always kind of looked forward to. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, but as Rhino started excelling on the football field, I kind of saw it become reality. And then He got pulled up as a freshman to come play with us in district, so I got to play with him there as well. So, and then obviously this year he's on varsity as well with us. So, it's just something that I've been looking forward to, and I'm excited to continue doing it the rest of the season.
Of course, you can check out Rhino was on here a few months ago, so go check that interview out.
Yeah,
Um but I know that there's only a few more weeks left in the season. Um w- and a few more weeks left and only just you're going to be out of school in about a week. So, are you just trying to soak in these last few days or what are you doing?
yeah. I think just trying to make every moment, um, like kind of keep it close to me and make sure I'm soaking it all up because I know it all went by really fast. Just looking back, I was just a freshman, so um, just making sure I'm enjoying every last second of it and taking it all in.
Okay. So your baseball career is not over once the season is complete this year. You are on your way to South Bend, of course. Notre Dame is where you are heading. If of course the big flag behind you. Um,
Yeah.
well, why Notre Dame?
I don't. I think the coaches are really welcoming. I think as a guy that's getting recruited, I think a set of coaching staff that really feels they want you, really feels that you mean something to the program was something that I looked for. And Notre Dame had all that. I loved the coaches. Talked to all of them actually before I committed, which was super cool. And then went to campus and it stepped on campus and it felt like home. So
Yeah, I mean to go to I mean I don't know how long you've been looking at that's because the thing is Notre Dame all you need that's all you need to say
right, right, right.
with the history there and all that. But have you rooted? Did you root for Notre Dame when you were younger? Or
I honestly I was a Michigan State fan growing up just because my mom played softball there.
right?
But then I went down and played a tournament down in Notre Dame when I was 13 and was just blown away and thought that it was just a dream at one point. There's actually a picture of me standing on the field when I was 13 or 14. Of me standing on the field, just kind of looking into the distance, and then obviously dreams have turned into reality here in a few months. So,
Okay, I know it's not the right sport, but how many times have you seen the movie Rudy?
quite a few, definitely quite a few. I feel
Did
like
you
it's a staple in
did you cry at the
Notre
end?
Dame history.
Did you cry at the end every time you watched it?
I don't know about cry, but definitely felt sad. But yeah,
Yeah, it's I mean it's what people do.
yeah, right,
It's kind of like the I don't know. It's because I've seen that movie and you get emotional every time you
right,
watch it.
yeah, every time.
Absolutely. Okay. What does baseball mean to you?
Um, I feel like baseball is something that I've played it my whole life, so um, it's kind of like something that I always lean on. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go take some swings. If I had a tough day at school, I'll go take fly balls or things like that. It's just something to lean on. So, my love and passion for it has just grown tremendously.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I've asked every baseball guy this. Gum or sunflower seeds?
Sunflower seeds 7 days out of the week.
Okay. Is there like a particular brand or a flavor that you like?
Probably dill pickle. I'm a big dill pickle guy. I don't know why, but
Big's dill pickle. All right.
yeah.
Um, okay. Favorite play in baseball? For example, like a 6-4-3 double play.
Um, maybe like robbing a home run and throwing the guy out at first or something like that. I feel like that's an electric play.
That's yeah. Um, I know the weirdest moment you've ever been a part of in a baseball game.
Weirdest moment I've ever been a part of.
Like something just
Uh,
like completely out of nowhere.
um, I don't know. I can't. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to
reason why I
think.
asked this, if you saw last night's Dodgers D-backs game,
Oh yeah, I did
they
see
had
that.
with the whole bees thing.
Yeah, I did
I
see
didn't know.
that.
I mean,
But
there's been
nothing.
a lot of interesting things that, like, for example, I think a cat ran on the field a few nights ago.
Yeah, nothing's like that's ever happened to me. I'm trying to think, but I don't know. Nothing's coming to my head.
Baseball's a weird sport. There's a lot of
It is.
lot of
It
things
is. Yeah.
that happen. If you a few years ago, if you remember the rally goose, and
Oh
all.
yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Favorite player growing up?
Probably Derek Jeter.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Sandlot.
Knew you were gonna say that. I mean, you're a baseball guy. I mean,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Let's see. And then let's see. Favorite TV streaming show that you're really into right now or were into in the past?
I don't really watch much TV right now, but if I streamed the Outer Banks for a long time, I just couldn't stop watching Outer Banks, so that was
Okay.
one of the shows I was interested in.
All right. And finally, what is something people do not know about you?
Um, people, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to think here. People probably don't know that I'm a big weightlifter. I'm not sure. I'm sure people can see by my physicality that
Yeah.
I'm big in the gym, but I can put up some pretty big numbers in the gym. So maybe that's something people don't know.
Nice. All right. Well, Bino, thanks so much for the time as always, and best of luck in the rest of your high school year. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate the time.